Okay, so this is just a little tutorial on bead cheese from Gently, or cheese circles as I like to call them. I'm just doing this because his tutorial is a little bit hard to find within the other thing. It's a very good tutorial as well, very good, and you get to see it from a point of view, which is pretty useful. So, cheese circles. What are those? Well, they're these little guys. So, what's going on? Well, I'm trying to make the staff do a circle while it's rolling continuously. So it's doing a full spin, unlike normal G rolls, which is back and forth, not even a full half spin. And the roll keeps going in the same direction. So there's two G circles again, one clockwise, one counterclockwise, that might not be counterclockwise. And they're both important to learn, because they're lovely. And is that not reason enough? I find these quite tricky to learn because I didn't really know what they were from Deadly's video, so I'm making a tutorial on it now. That's kind of awkward. So, you've got to have your transitions, as far as I'm concerned, between G rolls perfectly good. Forwards, between forwards and reverse. So you got your little transition here, lovely. And you got your little transition here, lovely. And we're going to work on that little guy. So, obviously you're going to have to transition between both of them a lot. So the issue here is we're going to keep this transition a kind of a continuous transition between forwards and reverse G rolls. So it's faster even than the figure of 8 kind of transition. So, we're going to think about this. So, I'm going to transition into reverse as per usual, but instead of something, I'm going to keep going. Let's do that again. I'm not cutting that. That would be funny. Okay. So, do that transition there. I'm going to let it run across my hands into my face. Normally, what would happen in that point, if I was going into forwards, I guess, would be I'm going to do that exact same thing, but I'm going to then bring my hand out. But in this one, I'm not bringing my hand out into the forwards. I'm going to use my hand to take it over my head. So it's going like that. Yeah? Are we getting this? I know this is a bit confusing. It's pretty fucking confusing. So, we're going in forwards G rolls. We do this beautiful transition to reverse, where we keep both hands on. We pull the hand in like we're doing forwards, but in a crazy kind of way to the side. And then my left hand, in this case, comes over my head to deliver the staff to my upper elbow. Somewhere on my arm, on my right arm. And then it'll do that transition back into forwards, G rolls. And that's the tiny bit of a jump that you have to do. So it's pretty much all on both arms apart from this little bit. We're going to do this again real slow because that's a good way to keep things real slow. Here. Over my head, there, and now it's kind of on one arm for a little bit, but I'm going to place my left in front, again, well in front. You saw that there, didn't you? That was a little jump, and then again, the right rocks around under it, the left folds in, takes it over the head, places it on the upper arm of my right. Are we getting this now? So there's a little bit of a weird bit here where it goes over the head quite quickly. You've got to get that shit out of the way. There, and then there's this bit. That's a little jump where it's only on one arm, in this case, only on my right. So in this direction, the only time it's on one arm is on my right arm. Just for a little bit. Just for a little while. For a little while. Was I asleep? Just for a little while. I try and do this out of plane so you can see it a bit better. Might be a bit more interesting. That is kind of weird. I can slow that down later in post. Oh, hopefully you can see that. Moves over the head on the right arm for a little bit. I'll do it in the other direction. Same thing, same exact steps, but now it's going to be on the left for a little while solo. The left does its little T-roll solo in this one, and the right takes it above the head. And it's obviously going the other way in terms of the settle. I couldn't tell you if that's counterclockwise or clockwise. So here we go. God, oops, I could do this on the first time. Over my head. Wee. Oh, I'm gonna speed that up a bit. This is my weakest side, can you tell? I really didn't think I'd get a dollhouse reference into a tutorial, I've got to say. So, my right arm, you can see it's delivering it a little nicer to my left upper arm. And then I could be really, no, I couldn't be really quick actually. That's kind of weird. So here you can see my right arm goes under my left to catch it again. And it's the same on the other side, underneath. Usually better, it doesn't go over the top. The staff is kind of there to get in the way. Okay. Is that all we need to talk about with key rolls? 2 circles? I don't know. We'll do one more little thing. Obviously, you can transition between either direction by doing like half of a T roll in forwards or reverse. So I can be going this direction, boom, boom, and then this direction, and then a little half T roll, and then the other direction. And obviously, since this comes from T-rolls, you can go back into T-rolls, because otherwise life wouldn't make sense, would it? I mean, would it? And there's my G-circle again. Lovely. I really like it. It feels like it's a small version of this little guy, but different somehow. And better, and more stable, because it's got 2 points of contact almost all the way around. Gadoosh.